Chapter 11. My parents didn't seem to want my help in the kitchen, so I sat in the dining room and stared at my dad's old briefcase. I felt sad that my resume was still in there. It didn't even get the chance to see any of the exciting offices at the radio station. Come to think of it, neither did I. Come to think of it again, neither did anyone in my class. I was starting to realize that saving the day might have actually ruined it. What in the world was a person in my position supposed to do? Then I heard this on the radio. It's still unclear which way the election will go. It was a straight shot for Frank Malloy before Mrs. Frankly B. Miller steered our entire town in the wrong direction. I slumped down in my chair. For the first half of dinner, I thought maybe a miracle had occurred and my parents forgot all about the big mess of today's events. They were laughing and talking about their day and something funny that my father's assistant did. But at the part about family news, my parents put their serious faces back on. "Do you remember that conversation we had about emergencies?" my dad asked. I squinched my face to try and remember. Then I pressed my hands against my head so my memory would work and vavoom. "Yes," I said. "What's an emergency?" "When there is a big accident or catastrophe, something you tell an adult." Looking back, do you really think, in your heart of hearts, that there was an emergency in the radio station? I did not like where this was going. No. And looking back, my mother added, "Do you see how your actions affected the radio station and the entire community?" "Yes," I said, and a tear ran down my face. My parents did not like when I cried. But even though they leaned closer, and my mom even put her hand on my arm, they did not say anything comforting. My dad fixed his face so it looked nice and professional at the same time. This was his speech face. "I know that you want to be helpful, and we think that's a wonderful quality to have. But you need to know when you are helping and when you are creating more trouble," he said. I nodded, but he was not finished. "I know that sometimes you think you know as much as adults." I looked up at my dad. That sounded exactly right. "But even adults follow the rules, and you didn't follow the rules. When people tell you not to touch something, then everyone, adults included, respect that, and they do not touch that something. Rules are there for a reason," my mom said. "And when you go against the rules, you get yourself into trouble." That was true too. This was the second time in 2 months I got into trouble by breaking the same rule. For the next 2 nights, there will be no TV watching. Instead, we're going to let you use that time to think of a way to make things better, my dad said. "And no play dates with Elliot next week," my mom told me. My eyes almost fell off my face. "Why?" "So you'll have more time to think about what it means to break the rules," my dad said. That night, when I was lying in bed trying to fix the entire world, more things leaked into my brain creases. When I was in the radio station and everyone was banging against the glass, they were not doing it to show excitement. They were trying to stop me. I thought they were being like umpires and telling me I was getting a home run and that Mr. Sanders was out. But they were just trying to tell me that I was saying the wrong thing to the entire planet of the world. That's when I got out of bed and clicked my dad's briefcase open. I took out my resume and very carefully put it in the garbage. Chapter 12. The next morning, I woke up with the worst butterflies. I had to face my entire class and Mrs. P. I still didn't know exactly how I would make things better. But when I saw the headline of the newspaper, I felt a $1,000,000% relieved. Frankly, Frank won anyway. This was a very good sign. I looked at the picture of our new mayor, and frankly, he looked very happy. Like he just remembered it was his birthday. Everything was all fixed. What a big relief. When I sat down for breakfast, the first thing my dad asked me was, "Do you have any ideas for how you're going to make things better?" "But Frank Malloy won," I said. "Everything is all fixed." Frank Malloy's winning doesn't erase the fact that you broke the rules. It doesn't? That didn't seem fair. They just looked at me like I should know the answer. My mother drove me to school in silence. I trudged up the stairs to my classroom, feeling like I was about to take 1,000 teen tests at one time. Mrs. P gave 2 long claps, followed by 3 short ones, and we all sat down and paid attention. Elliot passed me a note. "Are you in trouble?" it asked. "Class, we need to have a very serious discussion about yesterday's antics." "Yes," I wrote back. "We are all going to compose a letter to Mr. Sanders to apologize for what happened yesterday." "I think Frannie should be the one to write it," Elizabeth said. I frowned. Note writing was one thing, but writing long letters was hard and also boring. "We are all going to write it, but Frannie is going to come to the front of the class and lead us through it. Frannie, will you come here, please?" I walked to the front of the class. I did not like being the center of attention when I was not saving the day. "We want to tell Mr. Sanders the lessons we learned from yesterday. Can you tell me what those lessons are?" Mrs. P asked. This was not a trick question. "To keep your hands to yourself," I answered. "Good," Mrs. Pellington said as she wrote the answer on the board. "What else?" "To pay attention." "Very good. What else?" "Don't wander off or take matters into your own hands." Excellent. I beamed, very proud that she said excellent. That's when I started to understand how to make things better. I had to show that I knew that what I did was wrong. I was going to ask Mrs. P if I could deliver this letter to Mr. Sanders myself.